All right, so my friends, welcome. I am home from Spotlight Series Atlanta. Thank you. I know, coming home is a major thing to do, and Flat Out Reset, thanks so much. And this is the deck that I played to a 12-0 heater. Unfortunately, I could have timed it a little bit better. So on Friday, this is Ross's Convoke deck, just Ross's 75, each gave me the list before the event. I played in one of the single limb RCQs, and I won.
You gotta have mojo,
so 5-0'd that. And then I started the big event, the Grand Prix of the Spotlight Series, 7-0, which if you do the math is a 12-0 heater. But unfortunately, I lost the last two rounds of day one to go 7-2 on day one. Day two didn't go as great. I don't know. I think that folks, they weren't like over or under prepared for Convoke. But if you are ready for Convoke, things are a little rough. I had some rough rounds also. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. Yada, yada, yada. It's Magic. But I had some good rounds before that. So, but this deck is quite sweet overall in this current metagame. It is very good against Dimir and the Esper decks. This is just Convoke, all right? So, this is Ross's Convoke list. If you want a full sideboard guide, check out Ross's Patreon. Hashtag not sponsored, but he gave me the list, so thanks to Ross. Obviously, I love Ross. And Convoke just does a really good job of doing a thing that the decks in the format aren't really doing. So the premier aggro deck in Standard right now is red, obviously. Any format of red, with Gruul, Boros, Mono Red, whatever it is. There's a million variations. It was the most played deck in Atlanta if you add up all the variations. And Gruul's a deck that mostly just, plays one or two creatures and goes kind of tall. So a lot of the focus of the format is single target removal spells like Sheltered by Ghost, go for the throat, nowhere to run, etc. This is a deck that flips that, where it just goes super wide. So single target removal spells are really bad against this deck, but good sideboard cards like sweepers are good against it. But if you can kind of exploit that part of the metagame, it's pretty sweet. A couple singletons here. We got two Torch Towers and a Sheltered by Ghost in the main. I didn't love the one Sheltered by Ghost by the end. It's a hedge against red, but it's just too bad elsewhere, I think. Torch Tower is quite good, though. It's good in most spots. You can't play too many removal spells in this set because you need to play creatures, obviously. But I will say Case was a little worse than it's used to being because the format's kind of fast, but still a good card, obviously. And I adore Painter Studio in this deck. One main, two board. So good in the slower matchup. So good against removal. That's really it. Mockingbird is fine. And the one Percussionist is fine. Mana's pretty good. But yeah, nothing too crazy here. Sideboarding-wise, split-ups for the mirror and for the red decks. Some counter spells, some Painter Studios. Sheltered by Ghost against the red decks. Even though it's not great in the deck, it's still pretty good. And then Destroy Evil Torch Tower, you get the idea. So, that's the deck. And we're going to play some games with it right now. Brought to you by
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
All right, here we are. Chat, come hang out with me, and let's play some Convoke. We're playing a bunch of decks today and tomorrow on stream from the event. The top three decks that came first, second, and third, the deck that I played, and were a bunch of awesome brews. One awesome thing about this event was it was a open decklist tournament. Open entry tournament, so you didn't have to qualify for it. And just like an old GP or SCG, that brings out a lot of awesome brews, or a bunch of awesome brews on day two, which is really, really cool. So here we are. So, opener here is not great. This is a deck that mulligans pretty well. We usually want to mulligan 7 if it's not awesome. This one's close. We have no artifact for demolition. We have a removal spell, a reinforcements. We can copy this. The mana on the draw. Our opponent could also play a Spyglass Siren on turn 1, right? I'm going to keep. They probably shouldn't keep this hand, but I'm going to keep. Sheltered by Ghost has gone from being one of the best cards in the format to one of the worst cards in the format by virtue of all the Esper decks playing nowhere to run, Lithomatic Barrages everywhere. Format's adapting pretty steadily, honestly, which is great. So, Sunken Citadel on red. Did not see that one coming. All right, sure. And we draw land, of course, making our hand absolutely terrible. So, this is a Carrot Cake deck. Sure, that's fine. This is not a matchup you want to have a slow draw on, unfortunately. Hold Torch Tower, draw second Demolition. One of the things about this deck is it doesn't have a fail rate. There are hands like this. I had some hands in a tournament where my deck just literally didn't function. I just whatever, kept would open up with a creature or two. First creature got killed, and I just drew case or whatever. This hand is actually just, what am I doing? Well, haven't streamed it a bit. Meant to play reinforcements. I'm not sure what I'm doing here, but wake up, Jim. Wake up. You're home. You're streaming. Everything's good. Yeah, I just was talking, man. I'm used to, I gotten used to playing in paper. I'm just focusing on my game, not streaming, right? So, here's an Overlord. I'm just going to go to game 2 here, I think. We're just going to shame scoop this game. We have no chance to win with the handicap. So, I should have mulligan my hand. That was me giving you an example of a hand you should mulligan. And I got to get back to work here, right? So, they're playing mono white. They're splashing red, which is fairly uncommon these days. That used to be like the deck that came out like a long time ago. But we're gonna bring our studios and our counter spells. We cut the torch to towers. The shelter by ghost comes out basically always. Cases come out. Bring some destroy evils also. Let me shave like Mockingbird's not great here. That's fine. We can do this. So, the third destroy evil. I think 2 is fine. Let's split this. Good start. Good start. I am Drew, yes. Lever to reset, thanks so much. Getting back in the game, folks. Getting back in the game, you know? Oh my god. Well, we won on 5 last game. We're gonna mulligan into a pretty good hand. A couple shitters in a studio. Do I have a Decklist for my Muxus? Why are they hating so hard? Jeez. Authority of the consoles also? Man. Alright. That's kind of the issue with this deck is like if people want to beat you, they'll beat you. You know, it is definitely one of the most linear decks in the format. Alright, sure. I guess we'll destroy evil the authority of the consoles. It's pretty annoying to beat. High Noon's also gonna be pretty annoying too, but like I can't destroy all of them, so here's Carrot Cake, sure. Yeah, I wrote an article about the Muxus deck like a long time ago. It's definitely super out of date, but opponent just really hates me. Opponent does not like the things that I'm doing. Do I kill the High Noon? Our hand is... It's going to be hard to play one spell a turn this game. Authority's like so annoying though. What's up, Doom? We're playing your deck later. Me and Doom got sit next to each other in round 7 in our dual feature matches. I think it's High Noon. This freaking sucks, but... Alright. So they're going to gain a bunch of life off these authorities, but whatever, I guess. We've got shitters into High Noon, so... Alright, yeah, I get it. You've got authority, I understand. Authority is pretty good against us. It's not like great against the red decks, I don't think, but it's pretty good against us. Alright, there's my shitters. Don't play temporary lockdown or something. They play a lockdown here or whatever, we'll just pack it up and go to the next game, you know. Again, one of the things about this deck is if people want to beat you, they will beat you, so. How many Sunfall decks you play against on day 2? Doom. Alright, to face the gallery. And then the Inspector Squad is coming in! 2. Alright, pop a cake. This game is looking better for us because they have no engines currently. One of the big things about the white deck is their deck is very, very engine focused. Once they get Caretaker's Talent or the 2-1 down, start drawing cards, their deck is quite good. Until they do that, it's pretty bad, so... Alright, so take a hit. Unfortunately, they've gained 1 million life this game, which is a huge problem. Life gain is surprisingly good against Convoke, because, like, even though we're not, like, a burn deck, we do a lot of burst damage stuff with our recruiters and things like that. So, like, the big recruiter shot, if it's not going to deal, you know, if it only deals them 10 and they're at 30 is a big deal. Oh my god, we're just getting crushed. Alright, let's fire up the studio. Bez is also ridiculous against us. We had 2 non-lands. That sucks. Alright, so go. Close playing stacks. All right, sure. They have 1 card in hand and no red. I guess we're just gonna Warden, right? Only play 1 freaking thing. Lockdown's a good card. Doesn't really have a good home. All right, I guess we're gonna Warden and just like pump it to 1,000,000. All right. We got 1 pump. Hopefully the last card doesn't get lost. 2 pumps. I'll keep that. All right. I'm not sure I'm gonna kill it, honestly, but. In for 2. This is gonna go away this turn, unfortunately. They draw a card. Fountain Port also falls under the engine category. Yeah, I played against someone, unfortunately, on day 1, where game 1, they mulliganed, and they went Fastland, Hopeless Nightmare, Fastland, Nowhere to Run, Fastland, Scroll Shift, Nowhere to Run, Fastland, Scroll Shift, Nowhere to Run, Fastland, died. Just never do a spell. And then game 2, they got a game loss for having extra cards in their sideboard. So like we didn't play a match really, but they had a really cool version of Esper Pixies playing with 4 main deck temporary lockdown. They were like a control deck with like some bounce stuff. It was pretty sweet. But they they got a game loss. So we draw Destroy Evil. I think I want to go tall and wide here. I'm going to cast Demolition, and then we'll cast the Destroy Evil on their turn. I could also Destroy Evil, like, the Authority or the High Noon. Let's look at our top card. Mockingbird. You can do better. Right. Yeah, it was like a fringe deck like a while ago. But, yeah, so... Again, Imidane's Recruiter. That's kind of cool. Imidane's Recruiter makes you want to kill the Authority. Yeah. All right. I think we're going to... Shit. I want a Demolition too. I could Demolition next turn. So we could like Siren this turn. Instead of for... I guess I can't Demolition and Imidane's the turn after. But... They're trying to jump block anyway, but... I guess it's fine. Alright, I'll just stack. We'll trade out the Siren with one of the tokens. And... Yeah, I probably should have... Maybe I should have Demolition, I don't know. It's so hard in the face of the Authority, but... Let's see go. They've been over another High Noon. Alright, so we're going to Destroy Evil the Authority. How many freaking... They played so many, like, Haiti cards. Kill this. Untap. Draw Imidanes. Now we just pop the Imidanes and jam for 1,000,000. Their blocks are... I guess they're not great. Sure, whatever. We'll just freaking send it. What are we going to do? They have red mana next turn for High Noon. Alright. Pop a squad. Tag with everyone. They can make a fish if they want to. Sure. Make a treasure, sure. So we lose a Inspector. Sorry, we lose the Imidanes. They chump block that. Block that. They take 9. That's half their life. They have 2 cards in hand. They have a sweeper. It's not ideal, but we can just like Demolition back a new army, which is kind of cool. Let's just pop these, I guess, right? Top card advantage. Don't want that. And pop before he attacks. Oh man, no. Counterspell's too late. We're gonna dump that because there's no way that they don't. If they don't cast super next turn, they lose anyway. I don't want to have a. I guess actually having a Negotiators and a Demolition is not too bad. So I can go Demolition and then Negotiators on their turn. That's actually fine. Let's do that. Sure. You have the old 7/8 Warden. White Sun's Twilight. Okay, that is a Magic the Gathering card. They're going to have their Overlord. We're probably dead here. These things can't block, but it's 2-turn clock. And realistically, their Overlord's live next turn. Also, we just can't do enough damage, I don't think. I think we're dead. I think the Haterades might have gotten us. So here come the Mites. Yeah. Maybe a few too many mulligans. Maybe a little bit of sloppy play. Do I consider mono white a hard control deck more token? I cannot believe this deck. Like, what is going on? There's 4 copies of High Noon. Are they high? Alright, sure. Yeah. Draw a card. We draw Knight Errant. I mean, now we just... Oh my god, yeah, we drew everything in the wrong order, too. Alright, yeah, I mean, I guess. We lost to the High Noon Authority of the Consoles, you know, Beza deck or whatever. Mulliganed a few times. Could have played better, is what it is. But, yeah, that's fine. Didn't play against the deck in the tournament, that's for damn sure. 0-1. No, I didn't have fun. Alright, let's try that one again with the warm-up game out of the way. It's not great, but we're going to keep it. I think the Knight Errant makes it a sell. 1-drop, 2-drop into Knight Errant. There you go. Yeah, a lot of versions. It's kind of cool in Standard because, like, there's a lot of decks. There's also a lot of different versions of decks, right? There's, like, you know, mono white with red, mono white with black, mono white with blue for Jace. There's, you know, 4 different flavors of mono red. There's Dimir mid-range, Dimir bounce, Dimir enchantments, Esper enchantments. Like, pretty sweet. Mono white green. Yeah, this looks like the green beans version of it, sure, yeah. Alright, they're going to fire up a map. Cool. I like my Dimir opponents play turn to map their Siren. It feels good for us. Alright, so end step with the eye. They also hit a Reef, played a land first. You should probably map before you play your lands. Oh, boy. Okay. Okay. This is the good matchup, folks. This is why you play Convoke. Dimir's second most played deck in the format, and this is a quite a good matchup for us. So we're going to do everything and just plop down a Knight Errant. I guess I shouldn't have played the Inspector first. I didn't need to do that. Because he could have hit 2 more 1-drops. Getting to play with no fear of supers is pretty awesome. All right, we hit a Warden. Hit the Imidanes, also just great. Yeah, I'll just play Warden and tap 3 things. Sure. Yeah, this is why you play this deck, folks. This is why we do things that we do. Because we look at this hand, we look at their board, and they cannot possibly win unless they're playing main deck super. Yeah, exactly. So,
don't do this.
All right. Now, of course, turn against now game 2, they usually have Gix's Command and a Shieldred, and then as many cards as they want to beat you with. Usually they have 1. They have like 1 Malicious Eclipse or whatever. If they want to beat you, they'll have more. If they don't, they'll have less. Unfortunately, like in the tournament, I played against Dimir 4 times. I went 1-3 somehow. Most of my game 1s, I just like hit the fail rate. I just mulled to 5, didn't play any spells, and died. And then winning game 2 and 3 in a row is tough because like if they just have like the good like 1-drop, 2-drop, you know, Preacher, Shieldred, Gix's Command draw, you just like can't win. So, you know, definitely not a freebie, if you will. So the studios come in, the torches come in, Chulabogos comes out, the cases go out. Case is just kind of slow, unfortunately. I like Case, but could bring in Destroy Evil if you're sure that they have Preacher, but we're not. Let's do it like this. Alright. It's good. Triple 1-drop. We got a Demolition. We got a Recruiter. We need to watch out for, you know, Malicious Eclipse. Like, shoot the guards or whatever. What's that card? It's like a 3-mana instant -1/-1. Whatever that card also. Fire up Siren. They want to cut down, they can go nuts. Again, spot removal's not great against us. Next turn we have Siren and Demolition or Percussionist. We can see what happens here, but we draw Torch the Tower. Keeping them off Kaido is kind of cool. Like they obviously have a flash 2-drop here, potentially into Kaido. If it's a, if it's a flyer, this can block it. If it's a ground guy, our shitters can block it. I'm gonna try Demolition here. I think let's start there. I had an opponent like late in day 2 who just like was playing 3 main deck counterspells, let them all in against me, which seems really weird. They don't seem very good against us, but all right. So yeah, there's a counterspell, sure. Especially the draw. Like the counters seem awful on the draw against us, but maybe I'm just wrong. I don't know. Late on, let me draw 3rd Imadanes. All right, that's not ideal. We're gonna Percussionist and then map onto the Percussionist. We don't care if they kill that one. So get a map here. See what's up. Try and find a land. Draw land. Cool. Do we map again or leave up Torch Tower? Leave up Torch Tower. Go to combat. They have a tappy thing. Yeah, they do. Okay, so tap and stun. We're gonna attack. We're just gonna kill this so they can't Kaido us. Right. We're scared of Curiosity. We can hold this and wait. It's annoying to play against Dimir because like there's a lot of like damned if you do, damned if you don't spots. Play on Kaido or play against Curiosity. I'm just kill this now. Keeping the board clear for Recruiter's pretty good too, so. They have dealt with our cards so far, so our 3-spot of Recruiter's not looking awesome. We draw another Torch Tower. Oh, man. So if they have a Curiosity hero, which it looks like they do, we are in an awkward spot. I'm gonna... If I play Imadanes at attack and they have a Curiosity, it sucks. It's a bad exchange. I mean, that puts them down to 2 cards. We kill the next thing they play. Just attacking for 1 and saying go feels pretty awful, too. Alright, whatever, sure. That's fine. If they have a kill spell, counter spell here, it's kind of whatever. Got a Tiebinder also. Tiebinder's pretty good against this deck. Maybe they have Curiosity and just play it. Sure, it's actually better for us, I think, that they're not trading. Because now I can they'll draw 1 card here. Then I can just kill it cleanly, which is super nice. I think land's our best draw by a mile. Untap land. That's not bad, actually. Alright, so let's jam. And go right into the red zone. See what they got this time. Could be second Curiosity, which will kill, obviously. Let's go for the throat. Sure. Take 2. And say go. Sure. Alright, so we torching. We could bargain the Percussionist, because it's stunned anyway, and have a card for next turn. Till the end of your next end step. Yeah, so play reinforcements. This is stunned. It's only stunned for 1 turn, I guess. That's fine. So, goodbye here.
Get off my plane.
Alright, and then Demolition. Alright, we'll ship that. I'll ask Artifacts. I mean, we can target this, but I think we want to just get rid of that, so. And that's tapped. There you go. Ratchet likes oat. First time chatter says, hey, Jim, love your content. And I ask for advice. A bit generic and will sound whiny, but there's good intentions behind it. Fire away. Worst I can do is say no, right? So here comes the Floodpits Drowner. We're going to block this. This removes a blocker anyway, and just plays around Kaido. So if they counter it, whatever. Also fine. Yeah, I mean, I guess the counter spells are just better than random spot removal spells. They have those too, obviously, so. Alright, well, I think we're just going to Imadanes here. Inspectoring just isn't great. It's just We sack the clue, whatever, so. Alright. And they have more stuff. More go for the throats. Sure. Much scrappier game than game 1, right? I would take an untapped land next turn or spell. Is it Kaido time? We just kill Kaido on the backswing, right? As long as I don't draw land. I don't know how he missed on this card so hard for Worlds. We played like 1 or 2 copies, but like it's obviously like the best card in the deck by like a mile. Like ossification. You gotta have basics for that, right? Here's a Fountain Port. They say ghost. They have the thing. We draw tap land. Awkward. We Imidanes. So they can defend their Kaido here, which sucks. But whatever, I guess. They tap 1, block and trade 1. Is it Curiosity better than Kaido? I think Kaido's better. I don't know. They're both really good. Like, all right, so tap Percussionist. They're gonna block the Imidanes. Just like, okay, I guess. I'm gonna kill this next turn. So Ratchet says started playing the tail end of Duskmorn. Like started playing Magic at the tail end of Duskmorn. Got a Mythic the following season and hit it every time until this one. Now I'm stuck in a 6 and 41 lost hellscape and dumbfounded what to do. Got the diamond, no issue. And now this, just get obliterated over and over. Not sure how to progress or approach this. 2 things. A little tough love. You're probably not as good as you think you are yet, which is totally fine. Like, you started playing a few months ago. It's like, you know, obviously you shouldn't be as good as you think you are. A new player making Mythic in a month or 2 is surprising. So you might have been on a bit of a heater. That's fine. You know, that's okay. Like, take a second, evaluate your play, and just do the things you would do if you weren't making Mythic, you know, and try to get better regardless. There's also an element of, I can't remember what the name of the theory is, but like there's an example using StarCraft where like when you learn a new skill, you like get better and better at something. You learn a new skill, you get a little bit worse while you learn to apply the skill, then you get better, then you learn a new skill, get a little bit worse, and so on, and so on. And then also, yes, your MMR might have changed as well. And like when you first start your MMRs at a base level, if you win a lot, it goes up and up and up, and you have a hidden ranking basically behind your rating, behind your Mythic ranking that will pair you against better players as well too. So do the things you should be doing if you're trying to improve in any capacity, you know. Is it the Dunning-Kruger effect? Is that it? That was what came to my mind when I said it. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Okay, cool. The Dunning-Kruger effect. That's cool. I'm glad I knew that. I just wasn't sure, so I didn't say it. Like that was I thought it was just some totally unrelated thing, but cool. So, all right, so they have Curiosity and Kaido. This kind of sucks. All right, well, we'd have been dead durable spell there, but I guess we're not, so that's cool, I guess. But what deck is favorable against Dimir right now? I mean, this deck is, but like, it's obviously not a freebie. Like, Dimir is probably the most well-rounded deck in the format. You know, I would be scared of playing against a good player playing Dimir with any deck because it is the most flexible deck. All right, so do we need to draw a good card here? We've already unfortunately burned all of our Imidanes. Oh my god! All right, well, they have Fountain Port too. Yeah. I think this game is a little out of our reach. They did hit like all of our spots basically as far as like trading with us 1 for 1. All right, I think we're gonna attack with just the Siren, try and kill Kaido because they have Fountain Port anyway. Imagine it's not gonna work for us, but yeah. Okay. Yeah. Another Curiosity? Oh my god, man. Alright. It's 3 Curiosities. I think we're dead. You have to play, but you must play Dimir very well. There are, you know, I guess there are some free wins, but alright, we're just dead here. right, here we are. Going to 1. SC, new sub, welcome. Don't think we have any outs here. We draw a Painter's Studio.
My eyes are as sharp as my sword.
Dunning-Kruger's not exactly what I was talking about. Or maybe it's not. I don't know. It came from like there's like an image pertaining to StarCraft about it. Like StarCraft, chess, stuff like that. All right. Gotta give it. A lot of people greet you with, "You're Jim Davis at Atlanta." Yes, they often do, yes. All right, so game 3, we didn't see any Shieldwards or Preachers, so Strable stays out. Should run it back. Nicole says it's called The Dip.
Look up The Dip by Seth Godin. It's the book.
I mean,
It's a local Max.
it's like, all I'm finding is like movies and crap called The Dip.
Did you type in Seth Godin? SETH Godin.
The Dip. The book that teaches you when to quit. What?
It says when to quit and when to stick. It's like, are you getting worse because you're getting better, or are you getting better because you're getting better?
Sure.
You know?
Nicole says, look up that book. All right, so on the play, our hand is not great. It's close, but definitely approaching the fail rate of not just drawing a bunch of cheap creatures. Like, we play Siren, they cut down it, and like, then what the hell do we do? You know, like, this is probably a mulligan on 7. I think on 6 it would keep this, but jeez. Like, obviously, we just draw Inspector if his hand's great. Or, like, you know, but, yeah, we're going to look at this. Into a much better hand. All right, awesome. Keep this. So we got Siren, Demolition, Studio, Warden, all awesome. We're done the Mockingbird, I think. So we'll just go turn 1, Siren, turn 2, Warden, tap, Demolition, tap. That's awesome. Here come the Sirens. Alright, so they have a cut down. That sucks. They have a duress. What? Alright, well, that hurts my hand a lot too. I guess we'll just resolve Studio, the Deface Gallery now. Play Warden and Pump, we waste the mana. Sure. Okay, so 2 mana up. They've shown a lot of counter spells and stuff too. I might just pop the Studio here. Otherwise, we could Warden or wasting a mana. Yeah, sure. This is awkward, but we don't have that many non-creature spells. Yeah, I mean, I think that like there's just an amount of pressure for decks like this just to keep in cheap cards, even if they aren't super effective in the matchup, because they just can't fall behind, you know? Alright, I kind of hate this, but pop Studio. We hit. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've lost to Dimir far too many times to Convoke at this point to be happy about anything. Alright, I guess, like, gonna leave the map in play because they have a kill spell. They're gonna fizzle it when I keep the tappy stuff. Agriload, new sub, welcome. Yeah, I think we're already dead here, unfortunately. It's so funny because like red's supposed to be the bad matchup for Convoke and Dimir the good matchup, and I was like, I don't know, 5-2 against red over the weekend and like 1-3 against Dimir. Like, all right, that was a pretty good draw. Let's play a land. So we play around a counterspell and play probably Studio. Top 2. I do adore this card. Another studio and a plane. So we're playing around a counterspell here. I think I want to just unlock this room. Play this next turn. Probably gonna kill my creature or tap it or something like that, but sure. Alright, well, I mean, we draw a creature, we're pretty well rolled up, right? Yes, I adore this card. I like how the graphic is incorrect. It's like a single card thing. Alright, well, here's the Kaido. I mean, we have a lot of cards coming and a lot of mana, so...
Don't worry, Pom Pom John. I've got information is its own weapon.
Alright, here's a demolition. I would like to look at my top cards here. Warden and land. So let's start with the demolition. And then sure. They have a mana leak for this. I don't really care, I don't think. I'll pump this up. I should have tapped the Warden, because they're going to tap it down anyway. Top card is a Spyglass Siren. I mean, we're like out of card draw effects. Is a Siren good enough? It's a 4/1 flyer. I guess it's fine. We're pretty damn flooded, but that's better than a random, I think. All right, say go. We do a bunch of 4/1s. Tap the Warden, stun it down, say go. Yeah, I should have tapped the Warden and left the Goblin untapped. Could have blocked the Drowner. Now if they have a Curiosity, it's bad for us. Alright, here comes Kaido. We go to 7. I don't know if we can win. Like, we just don't have any more material, you know?
Stay hidden for long.
So they have land 6, they have a creature land and 4 cards in hand. We are ridiculously flooded. Any drafts today? No. I mean, you can try and kill Kaido. Well, I guess we're going to do that, right? I'm not sure why I put this first, but... They have 2 blockers, effectively. I think Imitates Recruiters are best possible draw. Cast the Adventure side because we're so freaking flooded. Alright, Kaido's super dead. The problem is now we're dead to like a flash creature or a rule spell and the rest is Reef, but what are we gonna do? Annoying. I don't know, folks. I just can't beat Dimir with Convoke. I don't know what that says about me as a person, but I'm just incapable of beating Dimir with my Convoke deck, which is built to beat Dimir. 1-3 in a tournament against it, and now now another loss. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Yes, thank you. On the play. Alright, we're going to mulligan this. We just got, again, only 1 early creature. The torches are awkward because, like, when your hand is not perfect, they can be pretty awkward, but... Time reset, thanks so much. Alright, so we're going to mulligan. And... That's the nuts. Alright, cool. That's a lot better. Alright, keep this. Draw to resub. Yeah, I mean, like... Maybe I'm just not mulliganing enough. I don't know. Really weird to be honest. It's a huge heater with this deck, and then I just like my first 12 matches I went 12-0, and then my last 12 matches I'm like 3-9 or something like that. Here's an archive. This hand is great. And they were gonna bid an Oculus, they would have done it already probably. So as a helping hand. All right, well, we got not quite the nuts. We are a 1-drop short of the nuts, but still pretty good. Here's a Knight Errant. Mockingbird, Reinforcements, Spyglass, Siren. Probably want the 2/1 so I can just convoke. I mean, Reinforcements. It's the ones. Even Mockingbird for a little variety. Sure. And then next turn is going to be one drop Knight again. This is also a good matchup in game ones, but like I played against Oculus in the tournament. They had Day of Judgment in their sideboard, which is pretty good. Chart a course. Draw 2, discard 1. Discard an Oculus. We draw a Warden. Okay. Siren, Warden. And convoke out my dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This time we got Imidanes and a Knight. Awesome. And this game is basically over. We forego point damage to my Warden. I'm going to keep a land on top for Imidanes. Yeah. These are certainly the easy games, you know? Game's over. I couldn't imagine a card in the form that could stop us here. I guess split up if they had main deck split up. That would be a choice.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
It's over. We lost again. Let it go and accept the truth that we is dumb. Dumb as hell.
Okay. I've never seen split up main deck in Oculus before, but sure. We can like Mockingbird their Oculus, which is kind of cool. Okay, sure. Top 2 is... Maybe I'm cursed. I don't know. Like, I signed a pact with the devil to go 12-0, and then the pact ran out. Double lands off the Painter Studio every time. Main deck split up. A little less painful when I'm on stream, you know, I'm hanging out with all you fine folks. You get the same pack. Is it the streamer pack, Doomwake? That's okay. That's okay. Not a single opponent, not a single deck I saw from the tournament had a main deck split up. So Oculus again, they have helping hand. We can Mockingbird. Dunning-Kruger effect? Yeah, I guess, right? Perhaps. Alright, so they have an Oculus. We also have an Oculus. Day 2 didn't go so great. I went 2-4 on day 2. What's up, MD? Alright, so we're just going to Mockingbird here. X is 2. We copy their Oculus, which also goes wide, which is nice. Play Spire Buff Canal as they go. I guess I could have played the untap land and mapped on my Oculus, but like, I don't know. They probably have a way to kill it. Manifest Dread. I mean, Next turn we have Reinforcements Knight into an Imidane's Recruiter. So, like, we're certainly still live this game, but... Haughty naughty. They attack with their Oculus. Do a block? They already have one in their graveyard for another reanimation spell. Okay. So I have a Mockingbird. That's pretty funny. So, let's see. We're at 17. We're going to play Mockingbird for 3, and it just copies the Oculus anyway. It's sort of like a prismatic ending, where, like, if you make it cost more, it still kills the thing, whatever it is. So, if we're going to play Mockingbird for 3 again, I probably can't play Knight Errant this turn. I should probably just block. Though now we're probably too far behind. So Mockingbird for 3. Yeah, playing Knight Errant's pretty tough here. Alright, we're going to block. I'm pretty unhappy about it. Best draw is untap land or a 1-drop. Chart a course. When the Oculus deck goes, it does go. We draw an Imidane's. Alright. Well, at this point, we're in trouble, I think. So our X is 0. We're going to play it for 3. Spend 3 mana so we can copy this. We're going to map. And they have a Demolish. Alright, so shift that. Just say go, I guess. Feel like we're pretty dead. Siren or Percussionist. Yeah. Unfortunately, Oculus, like, blocks so well, too. Like, they'll go wide bodies. I don't think we win this game or not. Oh, my God. Alright, I guess we'll lose to the game 1 split up we didn't see coming. It's what it is. Alright, you got me. No Graveyard Hate in our board. Maybe that should change, but we're going to bring in Destroy Evils, which are great. Torch Towers are bad. Cases are pretty bad, too. On the play, I like don't hate the counter spells, honestly. They can counter reanimation effects or whatever, or sweepers. Studio's nice, too. Destroy Evil, Percussionist, Mockingbird's fine. I just gotta go, too. Let me bring in, like, 2 counter spells in a studio. Alright, on the play. It's not great. You know, like, I don't think we can mulligan this, though. Like, even with no relevant draws, Inspector into Gallery into Imidane's isn't that bad. Man. Opponents came to get us today, you know? Draw Spyglass Siren, pretty good draw. I'm somewhat inclined to Siren and then just map. Drawing lands with our hand is pretty good. Alright, that's fun. Alright, so probably Recruiter attack for 7, but we'll see what we draw. Guess that does run pretty poorly into split up. Here's a Founding the Third Path. Chapter 1. Play a spell for free. What's that spell going to be? Articles. Discard an Oculus. We draw a Siren. Alright, we're just going to go with our gallery here. Play Gallery. I have to assume they have a way to return the Oculus next turn. Which honestly is cool. I mean, if it comes in tapped, isn't that bad. We can Recruiter and get in, but... Mill 4. They have not milled over a reanimation spell, so they have to have one in their hand. All right. I mean, Imidane's Leroy, not so great anymore. We get him for 6. Oculus is certainly a very high variance deck. When it runs well, it runs really well. Nothing much good to flash back, which is nice, I guess. Let me just unlock the studio here. Alright, well, we got that going for us, I guess. Alright, so we'll just play, don't want to map this turn. I don't think so. Let's play, we get Spire Bluff this turn, and then destroy Evil Recruiter next turn. Alright. Got that going for us, I guess. So they can cast Chart of Course here and discard a card, which is like fine, I think. Takes all their mana. They can't play an interactive spell. This is pretty good for us. They discard a Monastery Mentor. And double attack? Sure. Surprised to see the Manifest come in here, right? It's pretty interesting. Alright, so Oculus, Manifest. Another Imidanes. That's pretty nice. Alright, well. Get out of here.
Get off my plane.
Fire up the Imidanes. Attack for 1,000,000. They take 9. We'll see if they have a sweeper or not. Even if they do, we're just dead to Recruiter if we draw a spell. So.
Make a little noise here, huh?
Come on, I can't hear you.
Get your rogue, folks. Hard cast to Born Oculus. Sure. Just need to draw a creature, you know? Creature, please. Creature, preacher. That's a creature. Alright, so land. Warden. Imidanes. I don't think this gallery is actually necessary, but whatever. It's fine. I'll just show off a little bit. Alright, folks. We're on the board. Looks like lethal to me. That was a pretty, honestly, a hand that like wasn't great, but panned out really, really well. Alright, you're dead. Any way you slice it. Still looks like 8 to me. Alright, going to game 3 on the draw. The revealed cards are Prankster and Archive. No! You gotta be ready to mulligan with this deck. You can't go into an event not planning on mulliganing if you're playing this deck, so. Your opening 7 just like a wash. Whatever, let it ride. 6 is, oh man. You probably got to keep this, honestly. Triple 1-drop, Knight Errant, removal spell for Oculus on the draw. And then if we actually have we have Scries too. All right, we're gonna keep this. Ship a Knight, say a prayer. We got Percussionist. It's not a very good draw. Fire up the Warden. They gonna unsummon here? That would normally be pretty bad, but very, very good against our one-lander. Okay, sure. Chart a course. Do they got the stones? There's an Oculus to the bin. Don't draw land. Might be dead here. Would have had a Scribus turn. Look for a land next turn. Haughty naughty. We miss on land again. Alright, I think we're dead, folks. So you go. Still looking for a land.
Where are they?
My classic 7th edition unsummon art. Haughty Naughty number 2. We draw Destroy Evil number 2, but can't do anything with it. Cool. Alright. Well, I think we're approaching death. Another non-land. What was that? 5 in a row? Say go. Just comes actual no fear Shakespeare. Here's Chart, of course. They discard a Chart, of course. Lead Siren instead of Warden. I mean, what can they play that can kill a Warden? Like, you know, like... I guess, like, if they have exactly unsummon, sure. I mean, I did not really, process their removal spell on my guy being a relevant thing. But... Alright, well, yeah, we're super dead, so... We drew the land. Right on time.
Bingo!
All right.
Damn. Swings. All right, we're not 1-7. I must play a few games before, I guess, with this thing. But yeah, I don't know what to tell you, folks. Like, this is certainly a high variance deck. I think that, like, our opponents in these 3 matches were pretty ready for us. And like I said at the start, if your opponents are ready for you, this deck's gonna get smushed. If they're not, you should smush. Definitely, our draws weren't great, yada, 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 whatever. Again, the event, I 5-0'd, then I 7-0'd on day 1, then I lost a bunch of matches. But, I don't know. I'm really not sure. Obviously, I love the deck. If you asked me round 7 at the tournament what I thought of the deck, I would have said it was great. But, I don't know. Overall, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's the right time for Convoke right now. But, there you go. So, more to play on stream. You two folks, if you like, comment, subscribe. You're all great. Peace.